Creatures of the night, it's your girl Tati. Let's talk about AEW Rampage. We actually had a good episode. I enjoyed it. We started off with tag team action. We had Malachi Black teaming up with Buddy Matthews. Oh man, Buddy Matthews probably got the best physique in pro wrestling right now. That man, Lord have mercy, and he doesn't even have tattoos, and he just looks so good. They went against Lio Rush and Action Andretti. Now, Action Andretti, like 2 weeks ago, was talking about how he's tired of Top Flight and Action Andretti and them taking L's, and that they should be like the House of Black. And here we are, like 2 weeks later, and they're going against the House of Black. Now, right off the bat, Action Andretti is feeling some type of way. He is like tagging Lio Rush when Leo's supposed to start the match, and he's like, "No, I got this. I got this." And apparently, he did not have this. Now, really great match, but we're seeing something different in terms of Top Flight, this whole group. We have Action Andretti, who is feeling very cocky and wanting to be the one to take the W for the team. He wants to teach the House of Black some lesson, whatever that is, and take the win. Now, Malachi, Buddy, they do this match. This is like a charity case for them. They're just like, you know what, let me make these two little fans feel good about themselves and let them have a match with us. But they ain't winning. Action Andretti the whole time is being very cocky, and he's the reason why his team took the L. Well, you know what, I don't think they was going to win anyway, but him really trying to show up and show out was the reason why the team took the L, because he was just not on the same page with Lio. All he was trying to do was just prove something, and unfortunately, it didn't go the way he wanted to. Now, after this, they are, all three members of House of Black are in the ring. Action Andretti still a little laid up in the ring, and he's feeling some type of way. Now, Dante and them is trying to console him, and Darius gave him a bottle of water, I guess, to drink some water, because obviously he was thirsty throughout the whole fucking match, so he gave him some water. Now, instead of him drinking it, while the House of Black is in front of the camera getting a little camera time after they take the win, here is Action Andretti taking the water bottle and throwing it directly at Brody Kang, of all people, right on his back. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, did you, your life insurance, like, is that all set up before you threw that? Now, Brody's feeling some type of way, end up slamming his ass towards the corner of the ring. And then the entire House of Black is getting ready to attack him. And that's when Top Flight end up saving our boy Action Andretti from getting murdered. And I am really interested in seeing where they're going with this, because I wouldn't say that Action Andretti is trying to be a heel or anything. I think he's just being overly ambitious and really wanting to have better opportunities. And low key, like, honestly, I feel like when it comes to that group of individuals, those guys, Top Flight, Action Andretti, Lio Rush, these guys are very talented, and they always put their best wherever we see them in the ring. However, I think they need more opportunities to be on camera. They need more opportunities to speak and have promos. You hear that, Tommy Gone? And we'll see whatever end up happening to these young guys. Really great opening match. And I like the little story we got going on with Top Flight and them. We'll see how that goes. Now, backstage, we have our girl Anna Jay, who cuts a promo. She's feeling confident now that she's back from Japan. And she's waiting to see like where it is that she fit in terms of the women's division. She ends up having a match up next with Robin Renegade, and I thought they were really great opponents for each other. But you already knew where this is going. Anna Jay, I think. Well, you know what? I think they both look great, to be honest with you. And Robin getting her TV time, I really do appreciate that, Tony Khan, because we need a lot more of these girls getting some TV time. There is enough time for wrestling for there to be more women's matches. So I appreciate having 2 women's matches tonight, and one of them being the main event, which is really, really great. Now, Anna ends up taking the win with a gory bomb. I don't believe that's her finisher. What was her finisher? Oh, wait, her finisher is what, the Queen Slayer? Or am I thinking about somebody else? Whatever the situation is, I think she's been doing great. And we'll see where she moves up on the card, because the last time this happened, where it seemed like she was getting a push, it went nowhere. Now, after that, we do have a little glimpse of the interview that our girl Renee Paquette had with our boy Ricochet and our bruh William. And guys, they have a match on Dynamite, the 5th anniversary. That's coming up on Wednesday. And honestly, this should have been a Wrestle Dream, but whatever. Nobody listens to me, Tony Khan. So we're getting that on Dynamite. And they have a sit-down interview. And honestly, I probably should have watched it before I did this review and hear what they had to say. They've already posted it on YouTube's for the full interview. I'm going to check that out and see how that ended up going. Because I know one thing that people have been saying about Ricochet for years, and even right now as he's in AEW, is about him doing promos and him not being able to speak. So I think seeing this interview, people can see like if there's any improvement, if he can be more relaxed and probably be more of who he wants to be. Maybe this might be a really great interview, but I'll check that out later. Now, we had our boy Takeshita. Lord have mercy, Takeshita. Oh Lord. He went against Angelico. This was a really great match. Uncle Don was not there. Surprise, surprise. Uncle Don is scouting. That's what they said on commentary. And normally I usually mute these guys, but Daddy Magic here and there, he makes me chuckle. So I'll let the commentary play. Now, Angelico, Takeshita didn't have really great chemistry. Angelico, I think, should be on TV a little bit more often. Even if it is just Rampage, whatever. He should be on TV. I think he's really, really talented. What I found to be interesting, though, was for a really long time now in Ring of Honor, he and Serpentico been baby faces. But for whatever reason, to Shivani, who don't even watch Ring of Honor, is talking about them being heels, and I thought that was very interesting. Cause I was like, you don't watch Ring of Honor, do you? I could tell you don't. The way that he's talking about Angelico and Serpentico being he never used the word heel, but he describes them in a way that you would describe a heel, and I thought that was very strange because Angelico is not a heel at all. Now, really great chemistry between the two of them. Takeshita, I'm hoping that they're moving towards a push. I'm hoping that we're going to get maybe at Wrestle Dream, maybe, I don't know, but I still want to see Okada and Takeshita. I think that would absolutely cook. If it's not Wrestle Dream, maybe Full Gear, that would be nice. That'll give us some time to cook up a little storyline between the two of them, and the company could be really creative with how they display Takeshita and Okada for the whole Continental title thing. That would be really great to see. Angelico, prayers, because there was no way he was going to end up taking that win. Takeshita ends up taking the win, and honestly, I think we need to see a little bit more of him. I would put him on a bigger show like Dynamite. I think he's one of those guys that's going to be a game changer for AEW if they just allow him to flourish, and we'll see. Now, after this, though, the whole thing from Dynamite, from the match with Danielson and Nigel, when our stepdaddy went to cash in the little money in the clipboard thing, and then Kip Sapien taking the pen, and then our stepdaddy went into the bag, bumping into Claudio and Pac, and then the whole match with Moxley and them. They put it all together like it was a preview of a movie or something. I don't know what it was, but whoever put that little video together, it looked great. I liked it. I loved it. If anybody would have seen that and didn't see Dynamite, they'd be like, hold on, let me go check out the whole episode of Dynamite, because the video was put on really, really great. Now, that just goes to show that, long story short, Danielson versus Moxley at what's the next pay-per-view? Wrestle Dream, which is interesting. We'll end up seeing what end up happening with that. I really don't care to see Moxley with a title right now. Now, after this, Max Caster and them, they come out. The whack-ass bars as usual. I mean, Max Caster, I don't know. I'm just not impressed. And after he does his little whack-ass rhymes, get into the ring with some local talent, he and Bowens end up taking the win. They get on the mic, start talking about the MXM collection. And while they're talking shit about them, and I'm not gonna lie, it was low-key, Max Caster low-key kind of throwing like little gay like punches or whatnot towards them, while Anthony Bowens is in the ring gay as hell. And it's just like, that's kind of weird, like your partner kind of to seem to make fun of MXM for being gay-ish while you in in the ring fully gay. You know what I mean? I don't know. Something about that was a little bit weird to me, but whatever. And then here comes MXM on the big screen. And they're talking about how there's a fashion walk on Collision. Like, what the hell? The way that they were, one would pose in front of the camera, the other one would pose away. Then when the other one talked, vice versa. It was so weird, but so good at the same time. These guys, they are so perfect together. I fucking love them. Long story short, I guess they bedazzled, what's his name? Max Caster little jacket. And they're going to end up, I guess, walking down the runway, which is the ramp to the ring for Collision. I have no clue. Whatever the situation is, at least we get a little bit of a chuckle while watching Collision, because I don't think this is going to be serious at all. We'll see what happens with that. Main event time, we had the ladies in action, Taya Valkyrie versus Willow Nightingale. And I think it's been a little bit of a while since we've seen a women's match for the main event on Rampage. Now, what I've noticed in comparison to Dynamite and Collision is that Rampage is more likely to have women main eventing than the other shows, which is really interesting. Even Ring of Honor, I think, probably has had more women's main eventing that show in comparison to Dynamite and Collision, but whatever. This was really, really great. I really feel like when you see matches like this with the ladies, people would have to look at it and be like, they're more capable than what people will assume. Unfortunately, we live in that world where it's just like people believe that men are more capable to be, especially physical with each other in a sense of fighting than women. But when you see women like Taya Valkyrie and Willow Nightingale, they are so fucking amazing. Really great chemistry in the ring. Taya Valkyrie, she's part of this little group with our girl Deonna Purrazzo, and I know she has a lot to prove here, so at times you kind of hear her referencing that what she's doing is for Deonna, and that's very interesting. Now, Willow Nightingale, y'all know how she, and I have to mention, our cutie referee Brandon was officiating. Lord have mercy, cutie referee Brandon. He's great. He's great. I've been noticing him doing a few more main event matches here and there, which is great. We like to see, opportunities all the way around in pro wrestling. Now, really great main event. I think Willow Nightingale definitely has skyrocketed in terms of popularity. Everybody loves Willow. But at the same time, she's one of those people that I feel like the company knows to use her to get you emotionally tied in. But then when it's time for her to, lose titles and stuff, like she had the CMLL title, she had the New Japan, she had the TBS. All those titles were snatched up from her so quickly, which is criminal. I don't know what that's about, but whatever situation is, Willow Nightingale, I think she has a really bright future ahead of her. So the sky's the limit when it comes to her. Taya Valkyrie, she has definitely slimmed down. She's moving flawlessly in the ring, and I absolutely love the chemistry between them. They tore the house down, and you can see, like, people in the crowd were actually standing up watching the match. And that's how you know people are really interested, when they're standing up, when they forget to sit their ass down and stop blocking everybody behind them. That's how you know that they are enjoying it. And we got the chance to really hear the crowd making noise for these ladies, and I really do appreciate that for women's wrestling. Willow Nightingale takes the win with a power bomb, and Taya Valkyrie obviously disappointed. Now, I did see a clip after on X of Taya being disappointed, and Deonna, she's like disappointed, but she's not showing she's disappointed. She's kind of being a little rough on Taya, and she goes, "Oh, you went out there and you were being cocky, and instead you should have did it for the family." And when she said that, I was like, "Oh shit, we giving Jersey Mafia vibes or whatever." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay. Well, who all else is in this family you're talking about, Deonna?" Because I wouldn't mind being adopted. But anyway, really, really interesting to see where they end up going with that. We'll love to see what happens with an all-female faction in the company. I think that would be really, really great. But we'll see. We're very early in that. I think it was a really great episode of Rampage. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, you already know the clips are on YouTube, so go ahead and check that out. Overall, I think it was great. Tomorrow night, we do have Collision Grand Slam And we're going to get some really, really interesting matches with that. I know it was taped on Wednesday, so some of y'all probably got the spoilers, but I do think that it's going to be a pretty great show. Guys, thanks for watching my review. I will see you tomorrow with a review on Collision. See you guys then.